Well, my time begins now. Hello, everybody. To start with, let me give a quick introduction about myself. I'm Tazinan Sarullah. I am a BI consultant at Masterworks, which is a data company in Saudi Arabia, and it is one of the biggest service providers of data and business intelligence across the kingdom. As my bio says, I am a data enthusiast. Data is my passion, and I love to transform data into visualizations. So today's session would be about my prime expertise, business intelligence, and data analytics. So moving on to the next slide. First, I'll let you know what business intelligence is. So primarily, business intelligence is a set of processes, architecture, and technologies that convert the raw data into meaningful information that drives the profitable business actions. So basically, business intelligence is a kind of tool that transforms the data into meaningful information and which is further used for analysis and decision making. To elaborate in detail, business intelligence is when you actually want to create operational efficiency by providing the organization real-time access to data in a user-friendly format with the help of a lot of data visualizations. Well, analysis should be done on past and present data. For example, let me quote an instance of the HR of your organization. Suppose the HR of your organization wants to check who all took leaves during the quarters of different years. So the end product of BI tool in this case would come as a dashboard showcasing a KPI, suppose titled as top 5 leads taken by associates, where we can give a selector a drop down filter like capability, where the end user would select the year, then select the quarter he wishes to see the data for, which would further give him a visualization, say a bar or pie chart, showcasing the top employees who took the maximum leaves. So the types of analysis could be diversified. There can be a lot of analysis which we can do through BI tools, which are called as KPIs, which is nothing but key performance indicator. So revenue generated by unit enterprise business unit is one type of analysis which can be made. Another KPI is number of sales generated by employees segregated by time. So we can do time analysis, we can do regional based analysis, we can do state-wise analysis. So there are multiple forms of analysis which can be done. So now next question comes, what is data analytics? So data analytics refers to the process of examining data sets to draw conclusions about the information that they contain, and they enable you to take the raw data and uncover patterns to extract valuable insights from it. So primarily, I mean to emphasize here that BI and data analytics is not exactly the same. It does have a difference. The major difference between BI and data analytics is that analytics has predictive capabilities, whereas BI helps in informed decision making based on the analysis of past data. So basically, I'm trying to emphasize here that data analytics is the future, or is the prediction what will happen in future. Business intelligence is the analysis of what has happened in the past. So let me quote some differences between business intelligence and data analytics. It is a comprehensive term. BI is a comprehensive term encompassing data analytics and other reporting tools that help in decision making using historical data. And data analytics focuses on formulae, algorithms to determine the relationship between data offering insights. So BI is analysis of past data, and data analytics is predictive capabilities, as I said earlier. So considering the current COVID-19 situation, let me give you an example. COVID-19 has affected how many people across the world in the past few months. This is business intelligence. However, COVID-19 will affect how many more people in the near future. This is data analytics. So now comes the question, why this business intelligence is needed? What is the need of business intelligence? So I would just give some pointers and then I would elaborate in detail. So basically, it helps businesses or companies take better informed decisions. It helps to provide information. It helps to provide performance and competitive benchmarks. And it helps to spot market trends to increase the sales and revenue. So basically, it is like business intelligence can help companies make better decisions by showing the present and historical data within their business context. Analysts can even leverage BI to provide performance and competitor benchmarks to make the organization run smoother and you can say more efficiently. Moreover, analysts can also spot market trends to increase the sale and or revenue. So when all of these things are done appropriately, the right data can help with anything from compliance to hiring efforts. So now let me tell you, how business intelligence can help the organization make smarter and take data-driven decisions. I'll also let you that why you should focus on a career in BI and data analytics in my next slides. So primarily, the most one of the few advantages I would mention for taking up BI in any organization, it is like the companies are able to identify the ways to increase profit. Obviously, when analysis is being done, the businesses, the companies would have a better idea how to increase the profit and sales and revenue of the organization. Moreover, it helps the customers to analyze the customer behavior. It optimizes the operations of the organization. The departments within the several organizations, their performance is being tracked properly. The market trends are being spotted properly. Moreover, the businesses are able to discover the issues or problems within the organization in a very apt manner by using a BI solution in the organization. Moving on, how business intelligence works. This is a kind of architecture I have used. So basically, if you see the diagram, it has data sources. So what are these data sources? These are the prime data sources from where we fetch the data. So this can be any there can be any data source like finance, CRM, marketing department, sales, HR. So we, on top of these data sources, ETL operation is being performed. So you may ask me, for those who do not know, can ask me what ETL is. So ETL is extract, transform, and load. So ETL operation is performed on the data sources. It is like data is extracted from the data sources. It is transformed into meaningful information and then loaded into the data warehouse. What is data warehouse? I'll talk about it. But let me tell you, what is the importance of converting data into information. So there will be, this is data. Suppose this is data, this is information. So data is extracted from the data sources and then it is transformed to information. And then further loaded to data warehouse. The prime reason of migrating the data into data warehouse is that data sources is kind of raw data, so all the data could not be migrated to data warehouse. So that is the prime reason of converting the data into information, and information for the data warehouse to further fetch the data into the BI tool. So let me talk about data warehouse. Data warehouse is like electronic repository of company's database, and it is like it has the past and present information based on which the decision support system works, based on which analysis could be made, based on which the decision making process could be done. So data warehouse is our point of contact, the BI tool's point of contact to fetch the data and put it into BI tool. And further, in the BI tool, OLAP cubes and tabular model and a lot of visualizations comes into picture. BI tool even aids in creating dashboards, which will actually assist the end user in taking better informed decisions. More, let me tell you, that this process, as I stated, starts with raw data, which is usually kept in corporate databases. I would quote an example of a retail chain, suppose, that sells everything from clothing to furniture or to even utensils of home. Suppose they have data about inventory, they have data about customer information, they have data about past promotions and sales numbers in various databases. Though all this information, could be scattered across multiple systems and may seem unrelated, but business intelligence is a smart intelligence. So it is a software which can bring it all together. So this is done by a data warehouse. So talking about data warehouse, I should also give you a quick intro about OLAP systems, which is online analytical processing, and it is used for analysis of database information, which is historical data primarily from multiple database systems at one time, such as forecasting or say marketing research or budgeting or sales analysis. So data warehouse is primarily an example of OLAP system. Moving on to the next slide, what are the different types of BI tools, features, and functionality? So with a BI tool, you'll be able to do dashboarding. In the dashboards, you'll be able to present a lot of visualizations, visually appealing dashboards, we say. You would be able to do reporting. Reporting would be like tabular format, grids. You will be having columns and rows, and you'll be presenting. You can even do a bit of customization in that, and that can be presented to the end users. Predictive analytics, which is like, what will happen in future based on the numbers. Okay, this has already happened in the past, and based on the past information, what could happen in future. Data mining is like practice of examining large already existing databases in order to generate new information. So it is not like it is taking data from the sources. Data mining is taking data from the already existing databases. ETL, extract, transformed, and load, extracting the data from the data sources, transforming into meaningful information, and then further loading the data into the data warehouse. OLAP, I already stated, online analytical processing, which is used for analysis of database information, which is primarily, historical data. Drill down, let me talk about drill down in detail. It is like, if you have a report, say, and your end user, your business is interested to have only one screen of yearly data in a screen. However, you would want to drill down the data to a quarterly base. So suppose a dashboard has yearly analysis, like you will be having a select or drop down. Suppose you'll be able to select 2018, 19, 20, whatever you like, and revenue for these years are being shown. Okay, and further the end user would want to drill down, like click on the report, and it should showcase the quarterly data. So similarly, if you want to drill down from quarterly to monthly, that could also be done. From monthly to daily, that could also be done. Similar feature for drill up is also available. The way you drill down to another lower form, you can drill up to higher form as well. So these are, one of the few of the beautiful features and functionalities of BI tool, which definitely is important for the organizations to adapt, particularly in the era of today. We are moving completely towards data analytics, and even artificial intelligence is coming into picture. So these are the regular operations of BI services, which we as BI consultants and BI developers are giving to the end users. Moving on, let me tell you, why should you adapt a career in BI and data analytics. I did not include a 2020 Gartner statement. I have included 2018 and 19. So basically, this is the planning guide for data and analytics by Gartner. In 2018, what Gartner said was, data and analytics can't be ignored. Analytics will drive major innovation and disrupt established business models in the coming years. Technical professionals need to adapt their data and analytics architecture from end to end to meet the demand for analytics everywhere. Moreover, apart from 2018, another statement in 2018 was, forward-thinking IT organizations will encourage citizen and specialist users by deploying self-service integration and analytics capabilities. They will also focus IT efforts on operationalizing and scaling analytics within the context of organizations' broader technology infrastructure. However, in 2020, as I read right in the morning, organizations will demand business analytics and artificial intelligence capabilities everywhere. So data and analytics technical professionals must also understand that these trends, in order to foster innovation, tackle shifting the technologies, and create further enterprise-grade analytics services. So we as BI technical BI consultants, it is important for us to even adapt to a higher level of advanced technologies like AI capabilities and big data and other analytics capabilities. So basically, why should you adapt a career in data analytics? I would say there are many reasons for adapting a career in data analytics. The very first reason is that there's a soaring demand for analytics professionals, and there are a lot of huge job opportunities and meetings in the skill gap. Moreover, it is seen that the demand for analytics skill is going up steadily. but there is a huge deficit on the supply side, and this is happening globally, and it is not restricted to any part of geography. So be it any part of the world, if you know any BI technology, or if you know any data, if you know the art of data analytics, I'm sure you will fetch a job in any part of geography. And when it comes to salary aspects, there's a strong demand for data analytics skills, which is boosting the wages for qualified professionals, and they get paid a huge amount of money for the right skill. Having said that, the right skill and the right knowledge is important. If you have the right skill and the right knowledge in the field of business intelligence and data analytics, money would just be a number. You would definitely get good pay in business intelligence and data analytics technology. Analytics has always been a key factor in decision making, and it is a key competitive resource for many organizations, and there is no doubt about it. Analytics will become more important to organizations in the next 10 years, because there is a huge amount of data that is not even being used at the moment, and at this point only limited analytics is being done. So what the situation is today, after 10 years the situation will be better, and it is estimated that US will actually have scarcity of data analytics professionals. So this is the right time to enhance and adapt yourself into the field of business intelligence and data analytics. And when it comes to having a job in the field of business intelligence and data analytics, there are numerous choices of job titles available. From a career point of view, there are many options available. For example, I'll include some of the titles which I used in the field of BI and data analytics: BI developer, business intelligence consultant, business consultant, analytics architect, data engineer, data mart developer, solutions architect, analyst, and there are other roles as well, like analytics associate, business intelligence and analytics consultant, metrics and analytics specialist. So it is not confined to one particular role like BI consultant, which I am, but there are several other roles available. It is a huge technology, and there are a lot of job scopes available in this field. So okay, I think my time. Okay, so this is all about the different roles in BI and data analytics and availing a career in it. So I hope I was able to enlighten you all and all my audience what business intelligence and data analytics mean, and how beneficial it could be if you would choose a career in BI and data analytics. So I have given my LinkedIn contact here and email. If you have any queries, you can raise up. We still have 3 minutes. I would be very happy to answer them all. Okay, if you have any questions, please. I'm so sorry, when I was giving the presentation, the screen was not visible, so I was not able to look at the questions. Okay, I see a question from Tanya Chauhan. Ma'am, one second, it's rolling up. Okay, what advice would you provide to freshers willing to start their career in BI and data analytics? Like, what courses should we do in order to get a job for the same? Yeah, I think I did not mention this. There are a lot of BI tools in the market. I am primarily into MicroStrategy, so there are other tools as well, like ClickSense, Power BI, Tableau. These are top BI tools in the market. So you should focus on learning any of the BI tools. Every tool has a free version. So BI tool, I would recommend to, if you want to start a career in business intelligence, start with Power BI, because it's available freely for a certain period of time. And having said that, coding is equally important. So you should know one database and one BI tool, and you're good to go with a job. I'm very sure you will find a job if you know one database like SQL, or database like Teradata, or Oracle, or SQL Server. Any database you can choose with the SQL language, and one BI tool. So these two things are very basics to start a career in business intelligence and data analytics. And I would be happy to answer more of the questions, but I'm falling short of time. Hello from Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. Okay, sure. Hi, Naval. Okay, Alisja. Hi, Alisja. What do you think about switching from business analytics consulting to BI or data analytics? Switch of field for experienced professionals, I would say you should give yourself a proper analysis, because changing a field from one profession to another profession actually requires a lot of introspection. So you have to actually think about it if you are an experienced candidate. If you are not an experienced candidate, if you are a fresher, then I can suggest you that you are good to go ahead with BI and data analytics, because it is emerging and it has a good scope in future. Okay, we have Amina Sahir. Hello from Morocco. Wonderful explanation. I'm also okay. Yeah, hi Amina. All right. So I think my time has ended. All right, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everybody.